Hi, Tara. My name is Taylor Butcher, and today I'm interviewing you, the student contact for the CMont Green Team. Would you like to introduce yourself?
So my name is Tara. I'm currently the co-president of Green Team at CMont, and we're basically a club that's working on promoting sustainability on the CMont campus.
So I found you because you were the student contact for CMont's Green Team. What got you to this position?
So I am currently a senior, but I joined Green Team when I was a freshman because they had a lot of really interesting things going on. I think the year before they'd actually won an award from the county for one of their gardening projects. So I thought they were really cool, and I really wanted to get involved in a club that actually made an impact in the community. So I joined them, and I've been a member for the last 3 years. And this year I took over as president.
Wow, that's so great. What's your favorite part about being in the Green Team?
I my favorite thing is the little like community that we've created for ourselves, because we're partnered with a lot of local organizations and a lot of like nonprofits, and all of us like come together. It has created like this little community that is just all working on promoting sustainability within Carmont and within like the general San Mateo County area. So that's probably my favorite part.
What does the Green Team do to help the environment?
One of our biggest projects right now is our garden projects on campus. And our projects like this are basically meant to promote sustainability on the Carmont campus. So that's kind of what we do for our part to help the environment. So we have our gardens. We've also started a couple of other projects in the past, like a trash sorting program. And then we're working on starting, what were we working on? Oh yeah, like a condiment dispenser program for the lunch line too. So it's small things like that that we do to work on making our campus more sustainable. And then we also focus a lot on climate literacy, so like spreading awareness about what climate change is to local like students and the student body to get people more aware of the issue.
Great. What do you think was the most effective initiative you've done?
I would have to say the gardens just because they've lasted so long over the past like 4 years that I've been on Green Team. And they're really good because they're like a great way for us to teach our club members about sustainability. We usually talk about sustainable farming when we work on the gardens. And we actually just, the garden that's by the quad, we actually just planted a bunch of produce there. So it's nice to like be growing food and using proper sustainable practices and teaching people about that. And it's also nice because like everybody in Carmont can see them. So if anyone's like interested, they can like come to us and ask us about them, and we can get like more people involved.
For sure. What do you guys plant in your gardens?
So the one that's by the quad right now, we are using as a produce garden. So we have radishes, broccoli, spinach, kale, and I want to say carrots too. But we also have had a couple of other gardens in the past. There's one that's by the gym. That one needs a little maintenance, but it has a lot of native plants in there. So local flowers and local shrubbery that you'll see in California. So we have that one. And then one by the office that we also had produce in at one point. And now it's just housing a different like local plants and flowers.
Great. How do these initiatives help combat climate change?
Yeah. These initiatives mostly, I would say, are work towards getting people aware of the climate change issue. Helps because when people know about climate change and they know about like what they can do to help it, that gets people like motivated to actually make change in the community. We've had a lot of people, a lot of our club members in the past join local organizations or join like the San Mateo County Youth Climate Ambassador Program, and what they've done in those programs has really helped make an impact on the community. So I'd say our biggest thing that we've done to help combat climate change is to really get more people involved, because the more people you have involved in an issue like climate change, the more change you can make.
I know there's other clubs that help like clean up the beach and partner with other local organizations to do stuff like that. Have you personally done anything for local organizations?
So we actually partner with an organization called Go Greenish, and what they do basically is they give funding to clubs, high school clubs like ours, to install like sustainability initiatives on campus. So for our gardens, we've reached out to them a lot, and they've helped us out with that. And then we've also partnered with the San Mateo, oh no, Sequoia Union high school sustainability committee. And what they do, they help us with things like awareness events, and also they helped us get condiment dispensers in the student union. We haven't installed those yet, but they've like helped us get things like that. So I'd say those are like the two main ones that we partner with.
Wow, that's great. Have you seen the effects of your work in Carmont and just around the community?
Yeah. So we've seen, of course, things like our trash program and also the condiment dispenser program. We're able to see the results of that immediately. Like, we have a trash recycle compost bin on campus, and then when we get the condiment dispensers, we can see that directly there. But beyond that, we also get to see like the impact that we have on our club members and our students in Carmont, because we have a lot of people that come up to us and ask us about what they can do to make a difference or how they can get involved in the community. And that's really like, for me, where the most like rewarding part of this is.
Yeah, what is your condiment dispenser program?
So basically, what that is we're working. I don't know if you've ever gotten school lunch, but they have like the little individually packed ketchup and mustard and mayo and all the condiments and stuff. That actually ends up generating a lot of waste. And if you like walk around school, you'll see them just like all over the ground. So this is the Sequoia Union Sustainability Committee has actually been working on implementing like condiment dispensers where you can like pump it out in like little compostable cups or just pump it out onto your like lunch tray. And they've actually implemented them in a couple of schools already in Woodside and also I want to say Tide, if I'm correct. And they want to implement them in Carmont as well. So we're working on like getting people to volunteer to like man the stations and stuff like that. But we're really hoping that we can get them here soon.
That's so great. Okay, on a final note, what is your favorite thing that you've done for climate change, and how do you think that we can um, help fix climate change?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, one of my favorite things that we do every year is a little Earth Week celebration where we host a bunch of different events in the quad during lunch. And one of the things that we always do is we bring in like a smoothie bike to talk about energy efficiency, and then we bring other groups like Peninsula Clean Energy to come and table and talk about that. That's always one of my favorite things because that's really an opportunity where we can talk to people who aren't just in Green Team. And also, people just always love doing things like the smoothie bike and stuff like that. So that's one of my favorite projects or one of my favorite things that Green Team does. And another thing that I love is every year we do this thing called Project Green Challenge, where it's like a program that gives you 3 sustainability challenges each day. And if you complete them, you can win prizes. And I really love doing that. We've won a lot of cool stuff in the past. And we've also gotten to meet a lot of other like clubs and a lot of other people who are interested in climate change through this program. So that's one of my favorite things. And for what we can do to help, I would say basically just get involved. Even if you don't want to get involved in like Green Team specifically, just see what you can do in the community to help combat climate change, and in your own daily life doing things like the usual, reducing the amount of like single-use plastics you use, trying to be like carpooling, being more energy efficient, turning off the lights in your house. Small things like that really do add up and they really do help. So yeah.
They do. Thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of this interview, Tara. I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.